Hi, I'm Barry Sahajian. This is Essential Music Theory number 10. I covered Essential Music Theory number 9 about 2 weeks ago. This is a follow-up. And what this is about is using the tetrachord approach to understanding the circle of fourths and fifths, which I'll show you right now. On number 9, I covered 4 keys, 4 sharp keys. G, D, A, and E. G, 1 sharp. D, 2 sharps. A, 3 sharps, and E, 4 sharps. Now we are going to cover flat keys, the first 4 flat keys. F, 1 flat, B flat, 2 flats, E flat, 3 flats, A flat, 4 flats. So now let me go over what a tetrachord is and how it works with the circle of fourths and fifths. What a tetrachord is, it divides a major scale up into 2 parts, 2 tetrachords, lower tetrachord and upper tetrachord. The tetrachord shape I'm going to go over right now, but I'm going to do it in the key of C to make things simple. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So we have 2 tetrachords. We have the lower tetrachord and we have the upper tetrachord. You notice there's 4 notes in each. And you also know there's only 7 notes in existence, but we're using the octave twice, and that gives us 2 symmetrical shapes, which I'll show you right now. We have a whole step between C and D. We have a whole step between D and E. We have a half step between E and F. You're going to have to remember, between E and F is always a half step. So may have to flat that or make adjustments to that as you're building your tetrachords going through the circle of fourths in this case. So now we have a G to A, whole step, A to B, a whole step, and B to C, a half step. So lower tetrachord, whole step, half step. Upper tetrachord, G to A, whole step, A to B, whole step, B to C, half step. Okay, that looks fine. Now you see the shape real clear, and it's symmetrical. And, as you know, the major scale is not really symmetrical, but using this, it makes it symmetrical. And you see the advantage of it when you start adding your flats, as in this case. So we are going to go back to the circle right now and just check it out. What's next for us on the circle? The circle, so we had C. We just did C, so we move up to the next key, which will be a fourth away, because we are in the circle of fourths. We are using the circle of fourths. So let's go and build 2 tetrachords on the key of F. See what happens. So we have F. And then the next note is G in a F scale. And that will be a whole step apart. Matches up nice. Then we have A, which is a whole step. Matches up nice again. And now we have a B. Oh, we got a problem here because this is a whole step. We need a half step. So what do? We add a flat. Perfect. Whole step, half step. F to G, whole. G to A, whole. A to B flat, half. Okay? So now let's do the upper tetrachord. Okay, so C to D. That's good. We got a whole step there. D to E. Good again. We got a whole step. And E to F. And the F is a repeat of the octave of F, and E to F is naturally a half step. That's good. Key of F has 1 flat, and that would be B flat. That would be right here. Let's go back to the circle again and see what they have over there. Okay, we have F. Now we got to do B flat. It says here it has 2 flats. I hope they're not lying. Okay, so we're going to go back to our whiteboard. And we're going to build 2 tetrachords, upper and lower, on the key of B flat, using the whole step, half step, whole step, half step. By the way, there is a whole step between the upper and the lower, but you just kind of assume that. We don't want to really think about that too much. We like to keep this shape nice and symmetrical. 4 notes, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, upper and lower tetrachords. Okay, so now let's go for B flat, all right? B flat, we're good with that. And we have C. That's good. That's a whole step. Lines up nice. And then we have a D. C to D is a whole step. Very nice. Now D to E, right? Oops, we got a problem here. D to E is a whole step, and we need a half step here. So what do we do with that E flat? We flat it, okay? So now we have a perfect lower tetrachord, whole step, and half step between D and E flat. We have two flats. Key of B flat has two flats. Now let's finish it up. For the upper tetrachord, we got F. We have one whole step. G, we got a whole step. A, and then we have our B flat, which is a half step away, and is also a duplicate of the octave, B flat. That's perfect. So we have whole step, half step for lower, whole step, half step for upper tetrachord. We have two flats, B flat and E flat. Two flats, B flat, E flat. That's good. Now, what do we have next? We got to check that out. I know you probably don't need to know, but we'll do it anyway. So F we did, went up a fourth to the next flat on the circle of fourths. Now we go 1/4 up to E flat. Okay, now we know what we're doing. Let's build two upper and lower tetrachords for the key of E flat. See what happens. We'll find out soon. Okay, so now we have E flat. E flat to F is a whole step. Good. We have F to G. There's a whole step. That's very good. We got G to A. That's a whole step. We got to change that. So we're going to lower the A to an A flat. Perfect. We have E flat to F, one whole step. F to G, one whole step. G to A flat, half step. We're good. Whole step, half step, lower tetrachord. Now, A flat is the new flat. You notice that the new flat is popping up on the fourth degree of the lower tetrachord in the key of E flat. Okay, you observe that. You want to learn about the shape of it and how these things, they start to make relative sense after a while. But just for now, just follow along, let it absorb, and it will happen. So, okay, let's go for the upper tetrachord of the E flat scale. Okay, so we got A flat. Now we have B flat. There's our next flat. E flat, F, G, A flat, and B flat. So watch this. Now, the flats are added in fourths. So we have a B flat, an E flat, and an A flat. See how that works? It's kind of another different shape, but we don't have to get too hung up on that. We just want to add sharps and flats as it occurs where half steps are needed, as in the case of the circle of fourths. B flat to C, whole step. C to D, whole step. D to E flat. Now, that's a half step because this E flat is the root, and we just duplicated the octave in the scale because we want 8 notes, and there are only 7 notes in existence, so we had to use the octave to make it 4 and 4. It's not that I created it. I'm just saying that's the way it is. It's sort of a natural phenomena, you know. So, okay, so we have E flat, 3 flats. B flat, E flat, and A flat. Now the flats are all added in fourths. B flat to E flat is a fourth. E flat to A flat is a fourth. The keys in the circle progress in fourths, as do the flats that are added to each key progress in fourths as they're added. Okay, so now what do we have next? We're going to take a look at the circle. We have F, B flat, E flat, A flat. It says it has 4 flats. I hope they're right. Okay, we'll check this out. Let's go back here, and we're going to, and so let's build our lower tetrachord in A flat. See what happens. A flat. Okay, whole step from A flat is B flat. All right, we're good so far. That's a whole step. B flat to C. Whole step, good. C to D. We've got a problem here. We need a half step from C to D. We're going to change it to a D flat. Okay. Now, whole step, now half step. We got to change that D. That's our new flat in the key of A flat. Let's build the upper tetrachord. So after D flat, we have E flat. That's good. And then we have F, which is one whole step away. Our tetrachord's building nicely. And now we have G, another whole step. Very good. And we are in the key of A flat, and we're repeating the root up here to make it an octave, which is naturally an A flat. And we have our last half step. Okay, so 4 flats in the key of A flat. We have B flat, E flat, a fourth away from B flat, A flat, the third flat, which is a fourth away from E flat, and D flat, which is a fourth away from A flat. 4 flats. See how that makes some kind of sense? And it goes further. As you move along learning this, everything seems to relate a little better. And, you know, all kinds of things happen. Chord progressions, moving fourths and fifths, commonly, most commonly. And it becomes relative. And when we go to the new keys, 2 more videos. Stay tuned. After you do this a couple more times, you'll start to understand it. And I'm also going to relate it to a lot of other things, because that's the purpose of the circle of fourths and fifths. It relates. It is the foundation of what's going on in a lot of different ways in the harmonic series and a whole bunch of other things. All relate to this, and it makes all understanding of music a lot easier. Thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified, like, comment, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.